Trailblazer, mentor, and award-winning journalist, Gwen Tolbart is a television broadcaster whose career began in her hometown of Montreal, Canada. She started as host of 5's, a magazine show for Black community communications media. She then became the first African-Canadian weather anchor on Canada's National Weather Network and CTV Montreal. Tolbart also reported for CTV Montreal's consumer show, Fighting Back, and hosted Travel. Her transition to broadcasting in the United States began in 1997 with 5 years in Dallas as a weather anchor, feature reporter, and host of a live audience talk show at CBS-owned KTVT11. In the last 21 years, Tolbart has been a part of the WTTG-FOX 5 DC team in the nation's capital as a weekend weather anchor and weekday feature reporter. She has earned multiple honors, including an Emmy and 5 Associated Press Awards, along with President Obama's 2016 Community Service Lifetime Achievement Award. Add to that list commendations from the Governor of Texas, the Nova Scotia House of Assembly, and the U.S. Congress. NABJ 2023 Hall of Fame inductee, Gwen Tolbart.
Thank you, NABJ. What an honor. Congratulations to all my fellow inductees. But today I stand here honored by the NABJ family into the Hall of Fame, join pioneers and icons. But you know, my career path didn't go where I thought it would go. But NABJ, you are telling me today that my career path went exactly where it was supposed to go. A third-generation born Canadian, I come from a family of community givers. So my plans, a social worker. But blessings came my way. News directors, thank you for hiring me, all of you, because I began stories that championed causes, gave a voice to the voiceless, inspired, and motivated. So I call myself a media social worker. And it all started at a small Black community TV show in Montreal, Canada that lit a fire in me. Next, Canada's National Weather Network in Montreal, learning meteorology and becoming the first Black on-air person in their English division. And then a major snowstorm that put me and that story on the front page of the city's newspaper, an offer for TV from the city's #1 station, CTV's CFCF 12. Another milestone. The first Black weather anchor on CFCF 12, and the first and only Black host on their syndicated travel show, Travel. Now, 2 TV jobs simultaneously and pursuing a BA in journalism at the same time. That meant 1 and 2 a.m. nights with homework for an 8 a.m. class after working late night news, hearing rumblings in the kitchen, my mother finding things to stay busy as she stayed up late with me. She's in Canada. I wish she could be here today. But I thank her for her support, her encouragement, teaching me determination with a positive attitude and to see opportunities of growth in every situation. My late grandmother who taught me to take "I can't" out of my vocabulary. My late father for teaching me kindness, giving back. And coming to NABJ from another country, I didn't even know if I had what it took to work in the U.S. market. My first interviews, New York, Philadelphia, Chicago. I turned New York down because it was a startup. 2 years later, I saw those people in the job fair at NABJ. Philadelphia went to the #1 weather anchor in their city who was jumping ship. I couldn't compete with that. Chicago went to someone from the Weather Network. I got those interviews and those opportunities, and I needed guidance. So I reached out to NABJ. Then NABJ President Art Fennell came through. 1997, from Canada to Dallas, Texas, taking a job, I met my sister friend, Cheryl Smith, who nominated me for this prestigious award. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for this day, an unwavering supporter always. 5 years at CBS 11, I wore hats: weather anchor, news anchor, feature reporter, live talk show host, hired from my tape and resume here at NABJ. Along the way, I guided my NABJ mentees from interns to top 5 markets, Emmy and award-winning anchors and photographers. One young man wanted to be a reporter. I found someone to hire him. He didn't have any money. I got suits and jackets and ties from all my coworkers at the television station, and I shipped off boxes to him and said, "You only have to pay the shipping." He sent me a check. 3 years later, I gave him that check back at an NABJ convention, and he said, "You never cashed it?" I said, "I didn't want your money. I wanted you to show me you had integrity, because that's what I need you to bring to your stories." 1998, Dallas, Texas. I'm being flown to Washington, D.C. because my NABJ family awarded me the NABJ Community Service Award. Today, NABJ, you have brought me full circle in my career. Since 2002, I have been at WTTG Fox 5 in Washington, D.C. As I celebrate this honor today, tomorrow is my 21st year anniversary there as a weather anchor feature reporter. I have my own franchise at Fox 5 DC called Because of You. I came up with it because of everything I do in the community. I went into my news director and said, "Hey, I'd like to do this." He said, "Okay." And it's stories of how people experience positive, life-changing impacts because of others, something we can all do on our journeys. But today, NABJ, I thank you for being my Because of You.